Good afternoon, everybody. Match 14 of the 1979 Cricket World Cup took place this afternoon. It was New Zealand versus the Rebel South African 11 in this Group 2 match at Colombo. New Zealand looking to bounce back from their disappointing defeat against Australia, whereas this was the Rebel South African 11's first match in 10 days ever since they lost by 44 runs to Ireland at Candy. This was the outcome of today's match. As you can see here at Colombo, you'll be a little bit surprised really, is that New Zealand won the toss and led to the field on once again another hard, dry surface, and they bowled really well. They kept the pressure on the Rebel South African 11. They bowled the Rebel South African 11 all out in 38.2 overs for just 167. Last wicket put on 37 runs, but they just, as you can see, wickets just kept tumbling. 0, 34, 16, 27, 10, 15, 5, 19 not out, 6, 4 and 21 right at the end for the tail ender. As for the bowling figures, they were pretty good. 13 for 1 for Jeremy Coney, 53 for 2 for Richard Hadley. He took a wicket with the first ball of the innings. Bowled superbly. 5 overs, 2 for 20 for John Morrison. He bowled terrifically well. Brilliant performance from Lance Kearns, 3 for 28, 36 for 0 for Gary Troop. He bowled very tidily, and 12 for 2 for Brian McKechnie. Superb bowling figures. In the response, they chased the runs down relatively comfortably, but there was some weird stuff went on. Both captains said the pitch wasn't good for batting. Said it was a poor pitch to play on. And first of all, Bruce Aker, the star batsman, was out for 27. He missed a straight ball from the slow left-arm spinner. And his reaction to getting out was he hit the bat into the pitch and swiped the bat during mid-air and nearly hit a Rebel South African fielder and was seen swearing as he went off. He was absolutely furious with his delivery. It looks like he's going to get fined 50% of his match fee. Lance Kearns, promoted to number 3 again, was run out for 2. The main batsman, 63 for John Wright off 96 deliveries and what was turned out to be a man of a match performance. 54 of 85 deliveries for Glenn Turner. Both of them getting their first 50s of the tournament. The first 50s of the tournament by New Zealand the first 50s by New Zealand batsmen in this World Cup. But as you can see, they both got out basically almost straight away. I mean, he played an unplayable ball, John Wright, and was out. And as soon as he got to 50, Glenn Turner, his first 50 of this tournament, he decided not to play at a turn-in delivery and was bowled. So Mike Burgess was out for 4 balls and didn't score, and 22 for Jeremy Coney off just 26 deliveries to see them over the line. It took New Zealand 42.2 overs to knock the 168 runs off. That summed up how poor the pitch probably played throughout the match. Medium pacer 32 for 0, off spinner 30 for 1, 38 for 0 for the first fast bowler, 34 for 1 for the other fast bowler, and the slow left armour 34 for 1. In the end, New Zealand versus the Rebel South African 11 at Colombo. New Zealand won the toss, surprisingly elected to field first. They bowled the Rebel South African 11 out for 167 in 38.2 overs. They chased runs down in 42.2 overs, 168 for 4. They won by 6 wickets, man of the match, 63 off 97 deliveries. And his first 50 of the tournament for John Wright of New Zealand. This is what it means for Group 2. New Zealand's second win of the tournament. They just need one more win to qualify for the quarterfinals. They're up to second in the table on net run rate. That probably won't last for long. Tomorrow, what a match tomorrow. We've got Pakistan versus India. It's the first ever meeting of these two teams in World Cup cricket. It promises to be an absolute classic tomorrow. It promises to be an absolute classic tomorrow. India looking to make it 3 wins out of 3, and Pakistan looking to build on their impressive performance against Bangladesh. Let's have a look at the New Zealand star players. As you can see, Bruce Edgar, well, he had a nightmare today, and he's probably going to get fined 50% of his match fee for his reaction to getting out earlier in the innings. And McKechnie got 2 more wickets, so let's just double check. Just as the archives get saved, obviously we want to save these so that we can keep track of these star players. Edgar's average has gone down, not by much, it's gone down to 34 now. 68 in 2 innings, but he'll be absolutely infuriated that he didn't go on and get a bigger score. McKechnie, 5 wickets in 3 matches, an average of 13. So, you know, he's having a solid start to the tournament. So, that was that. I have to admit, seeing that match, it wasn't a match of real quality, and I do understand why Mike Burgess and the Rebel South African captain said the pitch, despite being hard and dry, just the ball misbehaved on a regular basis. There'd be a chance where they'd play a good shot, and then all of a sudden they just couldn't score a run, both sides. So a pretty poor quality encounter, to be honest with you. However, I should point out, with Glenn Turner and John Wright both getting 50s, it just does prove that if you concentrate a bit harder, then there is runs there. So New Zealand's second win of the competition. Tomorrow is the big one, the halfway point of the group stage of this 1979 World Cup, Pakistan versus India. It's going to be a sellout crowd tomorrow, and it promises to be an absolute classic. Both teams in good form. Pakistan obviously lost to Sri Lanka, but Pakistan played well in their 2 matches so far. India secured 2 big convincing wins against the Dutch and Bangladesh, and we open the call and hoping to beat Pakistan. Remember, India are looking for their first ever win against Test playing opposition, so it's a massive incentive for them to do so tomorrow. So until then, for tomorrow's massive match against Pakistan and India, this is me, Lawrence Howard, reporting on the 1979 Cricket World Cup in Sri Lanka on Brian Lyle Cricket on PlayStation. Until tomorrow, bye-bye everyone.